Snuffy and I are going to give you a little tour of what's growing here right now. When I bought this property, it already had 2 houses on it, and it was about 80 years old. At one point, one of the owners, I think the original owner, had a beautiful garden with flowers and all sorts of stuff. And so her stuff keeps popping up, and it's a wonderful thing. I'm also adding my own vegetables and onions and things like that, and grow bags and stuff all over the property. So I'll give you a little tour. Big lilac bush. Right now in the evening, it's just buzzing with bees, and it smells wonderful. It's very, very pretty. I'm going to try to take a cutting or 2 from there and clone and plant someplace else on the property too. In addition to the lilacs, also some bulbs have come up, some irises, some daffodils, all sorts of things. Suddenly, unexpectedly beautiful flower appears. It's just so wonderful. This is flowering quince. Flowers are almost gone. They came on when there was no leaves, and as the leaves started appearing, the flowers died back. It's such a beautiful coral color. I have started some clones of these as well. This rose bush down to the ground a few months ago, and it's coming back really nicely. Beautiful dark pink flowers. It's just started with the blooming. Here's the plum tree. 2 years ago it produced quite a bit. Last year nothing. So we'll see if this year is going to be another year for it. It had a lot of flowers, so that's a good start. Planted this almond tree last year, and it's coming back. Evidently it does not need a companion to pollinate, self-pollinate. So looking forward to having some almonds in a couple years from this. Garlic is growing quite a bit from the last time I filmed this. Doing great in this location. So is the rhubarb. So is Snuffy. Checking out the compost pile. Together this sort of bench for me with 2 boards on the bottom, 1 on top, and some cinder block. The neighbor had some boards and stuff up the road, so I'm putting my cactuses and succulents on there right now with a fence around, a little bit of fencing, because Snuffy gets into everything right at this point in his life. Terrible luck with artichoke plants in the past, but I thought I'd get another one. So I'm going to transplant this in a couple weeks into a bigger container. I've heard the nursery people told me that the key is a lot of fertilizer. The herbs and the mint and the strawberry and the chamomile are all coming out well, coming back. I have this rectangular planter. I'm going to probably put some lettuce in it. I planted some raspberries last year, and we did get some raspberries, but then it looked like these completely died out. There's 3 of them. But to my happiness, they are all coming back. You can see all the leaves. All 3 of these stalks have new leaves. This is going to be one of my gardening arenas. It's under the tree. It's kind of I guess you could say a dappled shade. It gets so hot here. I've had to put this fencing around it because Snuffy gets he gets quite invasive. So I'll just step over here and we'll look. I have a couple of containers ready for some things. My garlic continues to grow. I have onions in the big grow bag, some Swiss chard, and I don't know if you can see it, but there's also some carrots coming up. I threw in a bunch of seeds last fall. I'm leaving some room there maybe for a few more onions, and then I'm going to put at least 1 trailing vine in there, a zucchini or pumpkin or something. There's a trench for potatoes. I've got some potatoes I'm going to throw in there. I dug that out, and the dog helped. Probably put those in the next day or 2. I have some potatoes that I just let them kind of sprout, and then I cut them up, let it callus. I let it callus form, and I guess that's the optimal time to plant them. Here are some of the fruit trees. I got pear and apple and Italian prune, some small stone fruit. A couple of the trees didn't make it, so I'm slowly replacing them. Suddenly today these azaleas popped up. We've got some big bushes of them. White and yellow, they're just beautiful. So that's it for the tour. For now, we'll go over what my seedlings are in another video. I'm just so happy up here, and I'm wishing you the same happiness this spring.